my stream was a little slow. I was trying to run that before I jumped in, but still dusting off the cobwebs a little bit with this live stream thing. So thank you guys for joining me. It's been a little while, but I've its work's been really crazy. So I'd say it's a good thing, but but I was going a little stir crazy, so I had to do something that I enjoy, which is hanging out with you guys and going through some books. So let me run through the chat here a little bit and say, hey, I've been lurking, I've been around, and and I'm always commenting on your guys' stuff on Instagram. I just haven't. I've invested the time in. I've invested the time that I was doing videos in, like I had to get more focused on work and do stuff for work. So circumstances, first one in. What's going on, man? I would say I haven't seen you in a while. I mean, like I said, I've been lurking, but I know it's my fault I haven't seen you in a while. So we'll just that is, it is what it is. Yeah, I appreciate you being here and good to catch up with you, man. We got a con coming up in several months. So what's up, Trev? How are you doing, man? Trev, the shipping guru. Thank you for heading out. Flash by Night Comics. Man, wing, yeah. Hey, we'll get some wings in Charlotte if you make it back to Heroes Con this year. We'll have to work some wings into the equation. Thanks for swinging by, though. I appreciate it. Cole's Comic Claims. What is going on, buddy? I hope you're doing well. And I miss with some of you guys. I played fantasy football with some of you guys, so I've missed that tremendously. Us being able to play and keep up on a regular basis. I mean, every day we were in a chat, so I have missed that. Tylocks the Mighty, what's up, man? We got to get together sometime. And in fact, Brian LCS will be in Columbia. I think he's coming in next week sometime. So yeah, it would be nice to get together for that. I don't know what your schedule's like, but we definitely have to do something. So I know, dude. It's totally my fault. That's my bad. 20, dude. I never know how to pronounce is it 23 Munch? I'm always at a loss for words. At any rate, thanks for coming by, man. I appreciate it. I know we follow each other and on Instagram and on YouTube. Actual Dracula, what is going on? How are you doing, man? It's good to see you. Like I said, I've been lurking, so I'm not completely disconnected. It just, I'm staying in touch with you guys and liking stuff and commenting on Instagram posts and stuff. Just hadn't had time for the videos that much. Yes, it is. Both of you. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I won't be staying so far away this time. I'm gonna be right in the thick of things. So I think that's the only way to do it. I can't wait though. It's gonna be fun. I know. Well, you and me both. He was my roommate, so yeah, you and me both. He's committed to it though. He said he is definitely. Look at him spewing his chief propaganda in my live stream. See, Adrian, you can always count on Adrian. Adrian's always got your back. 23 Munch. All right. Because I think a lot of people mispronounce it. I'm just the only one to ask you how the right way to say it. So I think a lot of people mispronounce it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Canadians. And Adrian he's the cream of the crop as far as I'm concerned. I know, man. It's I I miss it too. Shop for Comics. What's up, buddy? You've been busy, man, Mr. Artist Extraordinaire. You have really been busy. I've enjoyed seeing all your handiwork though, doing all the caricatures and stuff for folks. That is, you're very talented. It's awesome to see. Oh boy, better be selling some of them slabs, son. We won't tell them you said that, Adrian. That's I know when you stay. Well, when my hotel, the entire first floor smelled like weed right when you walked in the front door, and the people at the front desk acted like they didn't know what they were oblivious to it. And then across the street in a strip mall was a strip club, so I knew I was too far. Southpaw Brad was far from home at that point when he wanders back in, drags back in, and the strip club still pumping at the strip mall across the parking lot. Yeah, I agree. I'm a fan. What's up, Ike? What's going on? Interesting little tidbit there. Interesting tidbit. Saying hellos. Comics by the Bay. What's going on, man? You've been busy too, Mr. That dude is living on YouTube. Doing a great job too, man. It's your stuff is fun to watch. So I appreciate you swinging by, baby. I love all the love in the chat, man. That's one of the things I miss about doing this all the time, dude. Yeah, I should have. Yeah, you should have Ubered back with me, man. We could have extended our. We had one long night though, and it long night one, circumstances zero. That long night kicked circumstances butt. Hey, I'm down with that, dude. I'm down with that. I am down with that. Disney dirt. All right. You missed it, man. You should have stayed. You were only there for a day, I think. So yeah. Yeah, it's it was interesting for sure. Huh. That would be fun. All right. The more the merrier as far as I'm concerned. The more the merrier. Oh boy. Man, you're gonna have y'all have to do a I don't know, man. You might have a lot of takers on that one. Y'all might have to do a battle royale in the parking lot. Lawrence County there, Ty Locks. Look at this. All right, I'm gonna jump into some stuff here, fellas, ladies and gents. First thing I was gonna go through is some new comic book pickups. Now I get my stuff shipped once a month, just for convenience sake. And so this is some stuff not only from my LCS but also from T-Fall, Things from Another World. So started off, I did the whole Midnight Suns run. It was okay. I was kind of expecting a little more. I was intrigued because of the new team, and so I got the David Nakayama cover. That dude has been busy. David Nakayama has been super busy. So I got that one, and also did the variant. That one's kind of cool, but it was all right. Is that Kyle Hutz? I think maybe did that one. It was okay, but I just wanted to get it because I was kind of intrigued by the Midnight Suns thing. One I am enjoying reading is Miles Morales Spider-Man. I don't know why I can't just get one. So I got two of cover A, and then I got two of the I've been loving the graffiti variants. So I got two of those as well. You know, the thought is I'll read, you know, one of those I feel comfortable reading. These others I'll just kind of leave around. But I just thought it'd be cool to have the however long they're going to do the graffiti variants. It would be kind of cool to do that. But we need to find like an IV place. And we're going to upgrade from 5-hour energy to like the shoot, what's the we'll have to get like some Pedialyte or the liquid IV. Liquid IVs this year. That's what we're gonna go with. Yeah, I like those, man. I like the first one and this one. I don't know how long they're planning on doing it. I don't know that I saw one for issue 4. I need to double check that. I'm actually on Ethernet. Is my internet slow? Am I lagging? Oh boy. Tip to tip, man. Here we go. Little sword play. So I did the same thing here too for whatever reason. I haven't read this one yet. I've and I don't know if I think I just wanted to get it for the Bloodline first first solo title. I mean, clearly they want to use her because she has really hit the ground running. So I got two of that one. Two. I tell you now, I do like the Wolf, her Wolf covers. Can't remember her first name now, but I like she's got some really cool covers. Really cool covers. And then I like this one too. I read the cover A and I didn't mess with these. No, wait, I think maybe this is cover A. I don't know. It doesn't say. Huh, this one doesn't say, but I like that red. Her with the red background. I didn't want to read this one because these look like they're in pretty good condition, but that's a cool background. I like those like color wash backgrounds where there's a really cool solid color. Yeah, well, Roscoe does call me Spec Paul Brad, so there's that. I dig that sort of thing. I also like this one. The J. Scott Campbell Ghost Rider. Let's turn it that way. I like that one a lot too. And there was a Virgin variant of this, but that wasn't a budget conscious move. So but I like that one a lot, and I got two of those. Yeah. Yeah, I like those the solid color backgrounds like that. Yeah, I agree. I like that one too. You probably check my comic shop, man. I bet they've got those. I haven't checked, but I think I got those from T-Fall when they were on for FOC. So, but I bet my comic shop probably will have those. This one I'm picking up this little and by the way, on this one, I mean not only a cool cover, but I've read every issue so far. I've really enjoyed reading Ghost Rider. The story has been intriguing. They've introduced some new characters that would be really good characters for him to take on, and yeah, I'm enjoying this read. So I don't know if any of you guys are reading that one. It's probably not a popular one, but I am enjoying that one. I'm getting all of these, man. I just love these. Batman, and this is 132. So 131 was Batman, and they've got Catwoman on 132, and then I think 133 is Joker So that's some of I like that's Art Germ on this one. I like his the way he's done it. It's a little different than how he typically does stuff, I think. So I'm really liking this one. And it's a great read. I'm reading this one. A lot of people are mentioning Batman. One that no one is mentioning that I stuck with because I'm a Ram V fan, thanks to Tylox, actually. Tylox turned me on to Ram V on the Swamp Thing run, read that whole thing, and it was fantastic. Yeah. Huh, cool. The Jar Jar fans will love that one. I haven't seen that one. I need to check it out though. Yeah, man, good stuff. You've got the Jar Jar, Jar Jar's divide. There is no gray area with Jar Jar. He's you either like him or you hate him. There's nobody, there's no in between. So thanks, Tylox. So that was your doing. So after Swamp Thing, I went back and read The Many Deaths of Layla Starr, which was fantastic. And I was kind of scaling back my my pull list at my LCS. So I didn't do Venom anymore. And I'm not sure what's going on with that one. I didn't read that one. But everybody talks about Batman and Chip Zdarsky, but Detective Comics, let me tell you, it has really been good. The first 3 issues, I was like, God, man, there was a lot of buildup. And I was thinking about not pulling it. I said, no, I'm not pulling a bunch of titles. Let me stick with it and support my guy Ram V. So I stuck with it, and the last 2 issues have been great. The buildup was needed to get to where we are now, but if you're not reading Detective Comics, check it out, man. I've really been enjoying that one. So what's going on, Chop and Drop? Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Chop's good people. The last of this was a T-Fall pickup, and I wanted this with Batman 131, the second print with Red Mask. I got a few of those just in case, but it's the first cover of Red Mask. Now it's in a spoiler alert for Batman. Bruce Wayne is stuck in an alternate reality, so this is a villain from an alternate universe. It was the first cover, and I was like, second print. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grab. I mean, for God, I don't know, less than $3. I'll give me 4 of them. What the heck? We'll try it out. Hey, there we go. Now that we're like 5 issues in, just trust me. Get through the first 3. It's a lot of build up and a lot of story, but it's needed. Once you get to the last 2 issues, you can see where the buildup was necessary. You had to know that stuff to get there. So it's been cool. Furrbird the Nerd, what's going on, man? Hey, I appreciate you repaying the favor. I've been supporting old Furrbird the Nerd. If you aren't following him on Instagram and YouTube, do yourself a favor. And let me pull that up. Yeah, I'll share that. Yourself a favor and check Furrbird the Nerd. He's a man like many of us who likes to collect a number of different things. He's into cards. He's into comics, VHS. But he does a really good job. He reads comics too, which is kind of like a nice calling card when you're going to spend time, with somebody on a live stream. It's nice to know that they look at Tylox making a Heroes Con chat already. That dude loves to make chats. Where'd you send it, Ferd? Did you put it in the Discord or did you put it? Yeah, man. did you send it in Discord or on Instagram? I'd be happy to share it because it's that's so I initially followed. Okay. Cool. Let me pull that up real quick. But Ferd was on like a top 10 a while back, and I really enjoyed his insight. And then he really started doing a lot of stuff on Instagram, and very well thought out. He does a lot of market reports, and it's just things. A lot of times we go down these rabbit holes with things, and so I get the feeling he does the same thing. That let's see. Where the heck is it? Do I need the Ferd, do I need I shared your link? Oh, you shared. Oh, I gotcha. Thanks, dude. I thought you were saying to share Discord link here, which I'm perfectly fine doing. I would I don't know if you have to have. Yeah, thanks, dude. I appreciate you saying I was live. I just saw that. Thank you very much. So very good market reports, and it's comics, but it's other things too. It's really intriguing stuff. There's a lot of there's a lot of other things that that he talks about. So it could be old books, seeing like how prices have dropped in old books and stuff. It could be VHS tapes or cards or magazines, like first appearances on magazines. He did a real good deep dive on that. So if you're not following Furbro the Nerd, do yourself a favor and do that. It's really, really good stuff. In fact, you can find, let me do this real quick. Yeah, thanks, dude. I appreciate you, man. If you're not following him, check him out on Instagram, and you can find him on he's in too, huh? You can find his link to his YouTube on there. So yeah, cool. And that's it. But it's really cool and insightful. Brian LCS, what is going on? Everybody here has a channel. So if you're not subbing any of these guys, do yourself a favor and check it out. Yeah, man. I mean, not that we haven't been communicating, but I appreciate it. I'm my return to the I don't know how long it will be, but very cool. Yeah, he's yeah, they do giveaways every week too. So awesome. I missed I've known people in our community who absolutely love Jar Jar Binks, man. Absolutely love him. So, all right, so that was new comic book stuff. Let's hop into some other things. I did get when I went to my LCS, I did get a couple of little freebies. So they set aside a one of the Marvel calendars for me. So March is actually, my birthday's coming up in a week, and Tylox is coming up. Tylox, is yours before or after mine? I forget the exact date, but for March we got a little Ironheart for the month of March. So they gave me that. They also had this was kind of interesting. These are the artists for the Stormbreakers that do the Stormbreaker variants. 2023 sketchbook. It was free, but I thought that was kind of cool to flip through. So got that as well. Sweet. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, it's It's cool, man. I like, and dude, Trev actually would probably really enjoy the comic and the card section. Trev is like huge into cards. Yeah, y'all, yeah, check. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Look at that, man. I hadn't done this in a month, and we're already making connections. See, this community is awesome. Sweet. All right, all right. 29th. Tylox is 25th. Digger Jim, what's up, man? He's the treasure hunter. I saw that the Liberty silver dollar you got, man. That's dope, man. I'm just like really intrigued by that stuff. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate you. Sweet, man. Making connections, brother. Making connections. That's what it's about. All right, I'm gonna kick this. This is like, okay, so y'all know, those who've watched me for a while know kind of how I spec. So I think anything is fair game for the right price. That's kind of my mentality. So a lot of these things, there is no a lot of these books that I have here are just people I think would be cool to see, or characters that I like. And maybe, you know, from a tea leaf standpoint, maybe there is some, like in the comics, they introduce this character and they seem to be using them an awful lot. So I start connecting the dots and think like, hey, they're important enough to keep appearing in the comics. Wouldn't it make sense that they show up in a live action, or, you know, Disney Plus or something somewhere down the road? So this first book has nothing to do with that. This is just a childhood icon. So my first pickup, Sports Superstars number 6, Larry Legend. How about that? I don't want to hear anything from you Lakers fans. Just let it ride. You know, it's interesting. It was such a big. So I graduated high school in '87. So you either pulled for Philly, kind of on the tail end, but it was either Lakers or Celtics. And I enjoyed watching Larry Bird shoot. So yeah, I picked that up. One of my legends. They've also got a Dan Marino, which you guys know I'm a Dolphins fan. So the Dan Marino is on my list as well. Let me clear off a little space here. Yeah, the Dan Marino is on my list as well. Got to get that one. Yes, sir. Yeah, that was one of those. Dirk was fun, man. Dirk was a lot of fun. Look at this dude, man, just hijacking my thread. Adam Morrison, dude. Gosh, ouch. Biggie Shaq, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for swinging by. Biggie Shaq is a guy that I think everybody, I haven't met him, but I think you have to meet in person at some point. Joe Montana, you know, they had a good team built around him, but pure talent standpoint, he was not as good. I'm not hating on Montana. Maybe you like Montana because he was a Chiefs quarterback. Dude, I'd hate to come back and ban this guy. Does anybody know this circumstance guy? Who's got a wrench? Who's got a wrench, man? We might need to ban this circumstances, dude. I'm just kind of running through. I appreciate all y'all. Isn't that nuts, man? That's you know, I think he was so disciplined. I heard a story like his wife at the time, which after I tell the story, you'll understand why they're no longer together. But I'd heard a story that he would come home, and if the carpet wasn't vacuumed like in perfect lines, that he would be mad about it, and she'd like have to redo it. So somebody with that level of discipline was going to put his body in a situation where he could play until he's 42. And I saw that on some documentary or something. You do love those boys, those brothers Freckles, don't you? I know it was weird, and he was good. Sweet. What's up, Nick's Kicks and Comics? How you doing, man? Yeah, again, we don't have a single person who doesn't have a channel. So if you're not following these folks, man, please do yourself a favor. Like, we can't have enough stuff to. All right, I got reinforcements now, Marcus. What you gonna do? What you gonna do now? I got reinforcements. What's up, brother? How you doing? Fins up, baby. I got reinforcements now. Wow, dude, that would be. God, that would be crazy, wouldn't it? Dude, you can't spoon but one way. I mean, I don't know. Y'all gonna have like a spoon chain going or something? You'll have to catch the first part of this Digger Jim to get in on the get in on the spoon the spoon fest that Mark has been throwing out there. So yeah, that was book one. Hey, I'm trying to just keep up with chat too. So being conscious. Hey, now we're talking. I know. I had to call in backup. Thanks, man. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. Ferd regulating in the chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, like and subscribe. I think most of y'all are subscribed to me. So, oh boy, that's right, JD. That's right, brother. All right, so up next, this is Ultimate Spider-Man 79. This is the first appearance of Ultimate Moon Knight. And you might say who, and this one's very good condition, and they were pretty accurate. In fact, gosh, man, it might be worse than that. It looks like somebody folded up the cover, but it's a book I didn't have, and I rolled the dice, and it probably I do cheap spec, so I'm not spending a lot of money on this stuff. For the most part, I do cheap spec. So first appearance of Ultimate Moon Knight. Well, Brad, what does Ultimate Moon Knight look like? Well, in issue 80 is the first cover appearance of Ultimate Moon Knight. Very cool looking. That's a cool cover. I like that. Bendis and Bagley putting in work. So, yeah, that's Ultimate Moon Knight. So I am, we end up doing, yeah, he is. Dude is jujitsuing it up, man. 3 days a week, right, Tylox? Three days a week hitting that dojo, brother. I went on a little deep dive looking at the not only Deadpool, but like the Mercs for Money. And there's some characters I really like in that that group. And one of them is Fool Killer. I like Fool Killer a lot for some reason. And not the old swashbuckling version. I like the mercenary type. He looks more of like a, well, all those guys are kind of reminiscent of Punisher, you know? So one of the other ones I like is in his, I think for the character he is, I think his first appearance might be a little higher than I want to spend. I think I can find it for cheaper, so I'm holding out. But another character I like is Solo. And this, especially like this mercenary type character, I think it's pretty badass. And like I said, he's one of the mercs with Deadpool. So I got this is his first solo series, I believe. So on top of that, I also picked up this variant cover of issue 1. And I meant to check, but I'm not sure if this was just, it says cover E. So I'm not sure if it was if it was just a variant cover, or if it was, 1 in 10 or anything like that. So, but I thought that was kind of cool. But a neat character. But his he was either Web of Spider-Man or Spectacular Spider-Man. I think it was Web of Spider-Man, his first appearance. So I'm going to kind of just like, that's a wait and see for me on that one. Look at him, man. You ought to get that tattooed across your back, actually, leaving it all on the mat. Or at least get a t-shirt made. Up next, speaking of Web of Spider-Man, I think this touches me in my nostalgia a little bit, but Web of Spider-Man, a villain that's actually relatively cheap. And I know most people say, Brad, you don't spec on villains. Well, I don't abide by that wholeheartedly, because I think there is a price at which I can spec on a villain, and I can spec on a villain and not get hurt by it, so to speak, not spend a ton of money. This is one that you can get, and the nostalgia would be that McFarlane cover, but it's the first appearance of Chance, and this is Web of Spider-Man number 15. I picked up a couple of those, and the good thing about, so this was from my comic shop, so picked up 2 copies, and every once in a while they'll send you a direct and a newsstand. So thought that was kind of cool. But it's a cheap villain, but it hits me in that McFarlane era Spider-Man, because those first couple of covers he was on it, and that's I think it would be a cool character to see at some point, maybe along with some other villains. But yeah, that's cheap villain spec. I'm all for. I'm down for those. Catch up a little bit here. Good at boxing, good first baseman, and good pitchers as well. There you go. Opak, don't get Birdbird started. He likes his Filipino characters, and what an icon Pacquiao was for that nation. Like, just I watched a documentary about him, and he's like he's bigger than the president. He's a big, he's a huge iconic figure there. But yeah, a heck of a fighter too. A heck of a fighter. That's right. You never know, man. You never know. Why not do a live action Super Pro? Why not do a live action Super Pro? I don't think I've seen that one yet. I need to go back and see. That you might be right about that. You might be right about that. But he said, it's one of those dudes, like, you can't it's like the Second Coming or something. But really a really good, I enjoyed watching his fights. That was really cool. But yeah, I embrace all southpaws, man. I love them. Up next, this is another character I really like. And as far as like the tea leaves are concerned, this is what I was talking about in the beginning about like characters where you might have the comics, they introduce a character and then you just see them consistently pop up. And this character's still consistently popping up. It's one that I like a lot. But X-Men number 36, first appearance of Blink. And there's 2 versions of this. There's this red stripe version here, and there's also a hologram in place of this red stripe version. Now, I don't know if it is newsstand versus direct or how they distinguish. I think it might be, but it seems like I see a lot more of the hologram ones than I do the red ones. So I usually buy these if I see them pop up. But I think Blink would be a great, or no, I'm sorry, I said Blink. It's Sync. Blink is first appearance is also in one of these X-Men books. It's Sync, and the reason they call him Sync is if he's in proximity to someone, he can adopt their powers. I was like, that's a pretty cool power to have, that you've got an endless range of powers there. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, no doubt. He's got a graded one, doesn't he? Graded Super Pro. Yeah, Blink. I like Blink too. Blink's my other one, but this one's Sync. I always get them flipped. Okay, this is the direct. For some reason, it seems like I see more of the hologram ones, but yeah, I got you. Yeah, cheap spec. That's right. Yeah, definitely cheap spec. Yeah, I need to. I need to get one in a 9.8. Okay. All right. Yeah, Sync. So this is Sync, but one of my other another character is Blink. The she was in that one of the Hulu. God, what was that Hulu show? Um, I forget now. One of y'all will remember, I'm sure. Yeah, Sync. Like him a lot, and I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a video where I talk about my top 10 uh, B and C list X-Men characters. Yeah, she led that. Yeah, she led that Exiles team. She really took off when she did that, and she's been in a number of the X-Men, different X-Men teams too. So yeah, I like her a lot. And like I said, she showed up. God, I've got it saved to watch. I didn't even watch it when the show came out, but it was a Hulu show, and she was in it. Um, this one is one I actually kind of forgot that I picked up, but I like this a lot. And the reason I bought it initially was I was doing a little deep dive on like Daredevil characters, like Daredevil, like people that Daredevil could fight in the TV show that would be really cool. So I picked up Marvel Point One, #1, and this is the first appearance of Blind Spot, Sam Chung, and he's like a assassin ninja, just badass character. And he's like he's legit ninja. He's difficult to see. You can't see him. Um, I mean, you can see him, but he cloaks himself, hides himself well. But first appearance of Blind Spot, and I bought it for that. But I think there was I think maybe some rumored speculation that he might be a character. I don't know if that's really going to pan out. I really just bought it because this was before I bought this. Actually, these books I'm showing you now were in. Remember the big stacks of boxes? This was from March of last year. I bought this March of last year, and I just opened the box to show you. But I started getting away from like the unboxing because I wanted to make sure I had my characters right. So Blind Spot's the big reason to get this book, and it kind of spiked about 3 or 4 weeks ago. But also first appearance of Claire Dixon, who is becomes the symbiote Rays, and then cameo of Grant Ward from Shield. So, but the big thing is Blind Spot on this one, and this book did get a little hot. In fact, they were selling out all over the internet. Um, this one's just, I don't know. This is fun. They keep talking about this being something, but I still never see it happening. But for a buck here and there, I pick them up. But William Shatner's Tech World #1. You got this would be a cool one to get signed by him somewhere at a con or something, Little Tech World action #1. And get him to get. Wait, he is still alive, right? Is he still alive? I've been in a cave, folks. I mean, seriously, been in a cave. But yeah, they've been talking about this one for a while. Like, oh, it's going to be option. They're going to do something, but that's been said for a long time, and it never seems to happen. Another one that I like a lot, Amazing Spider-Man. I believe so too. We've lost a lot of people the last year too, which kind of had me questioning myself. But I have been in a bit of a cave too. So this is one with all this Spider-Man spec that's going on. Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows #4. So Annie Parker, the daughter of Peter and MJ, becomes Spiderling in this issue. Pretty cool issue. If she appears, it would be a fairly important issue. So yeah, pick that one up. Another one I like here, The Unbelievable Gwenpool #5. And this is the first meeting of Miles and Gwenpool. So that one's kind of cool. Gwenpool, Ferg just did a thing about Gwenpool yesterday and was talking about, like, she's just, I don't know how likely it is that we ever see her, but she's a character that a lot of people seem to like. And if they ever did bring her in, it might be a good thing. So yeah, I thought that, but that meeting, would seem like it's, a fairly important book. Up next, this is another one that's pretty cool. And maybe a little tough to find, especially in every copy I get, there's a little something wrong with it. I'll just keep, these aren't super expensive, but it's a cool book. Nick Fury's Howling Commandos #1, the special edition. This is a director's cut, and the director's cut is different because you've got the partial sketch here. But all these, you've seen variations of this team along the way, and this was a cool, like, monster version of the Howling Commandos go way back, but this is the that monster version, which is kind of neat. Not super easy to find, and especially you would think white cover, obviously it collects dirt, and you can still see there's a couple of ticks there, a little bit of staple stress on a couple of spots there. Yeah, the one with Jeff the Land Shark, he's got a new series coming out, and everybody seems to love him too. I don't know what they can do with him, but if it'll make a buck, they'll find something to do with him. Up next, this is one I've been buying periodically for the last year and a half or so. Secret Warriors #4, and I like the design of that cover, just the spacing. It's not overcrowded or anything. First appearance of Manifold. It's another mutant. He's got like a teleportation type or portal type powers, and another mutant character that's a pretty cool one. That if you see it for a good price, it's a good one to pick up. Yeah, that's cool. I bet, man. I bet. Hey, speaking of tough 9/8s, you really stacked the deck against yourself sending in all those dark covers on your unboxing. Ferg just did an unboxing video yesterday, and so he presses his own books and submits everything, and really got some beautiful books back in a nice grade. I won't ruin the surprise. Let's go watch the video for yourself. But this is another one that I pick up because it's cheap still. The Riri stuff got really crazy for a while there. And yeah, it was good. It was really good. That was a fun. The chat was interactive and the content was great. It was a really fun live stream you had. This is just a cheap book, and the Riri stuff got so crazy leading up to her first appearance. I picked this one up for a couple of bucks here and there, but it's Invincible Iron Man #10, and it's the second appearance of Ironheart Riri. And I just, for a couple of bucks, I just pick them up just to have. Because like I said, I mean, those prices have come down. If you're a Riri fan, it now might be a great time to pick up some of that stuff. This one I'd kind of had my eye on for a while, and it's a little tough to track down at times. And it's usually like 20 in the $20 range. But if you can find it, I think I found this one for, I can't remember if it was like $4 or $5 maybe. But the Order number 8. So Southpaw Brad, who the heck is the Order? Well, in this book, it's the first appearance of Ezekiel Stane. So rumored to maybe be show up in Iron Wars or Armor Wars, or maybe in the Riri show. In a little later in this run, I believe he battles Iron Man, and it shows his suit. He's on the cover. So there's a couple of issues. I actually found out about that from Dollar. Richie had mentioned that he was on the first cover of Ezekiel Stane was on that Iron Man book. So it's got a cover of him in his Iron Man-ish armor suit. And but this is his first appearance in this book. So maybe this was a super hot book for a while. I mean, it was like $30-$40. And like a lot of things, I think it's probably cooled a little bit. So it might be a good time to track it down just in case he does show up. Some of this, there's a little, well, maybe I'll do all these. Well, what the heck? I'll go ahead and do it now. It doesn't matter. I put Secret Invasion as one of the logos on my, cool. Thanks, man. I put Secret Invasion as the logo on my little splash screen or whatever. And I just went down a rabbit, you know, how we go down these rabbit holes where we want to, you know, oh, I'm looking at something and an hour later, I'm like down this whole tunnel of looking up characters and stuff. And this is just, there's nothing behind this other than I got to reading about this character and I thought it would be really cool if he popped up somewhere. This is Silver Surfer 89, and the first appearance of Rays. He's a Skull bounty hunter, and that's him on the cover right there. First appearance of Rays. He's a Skull bounty hunter. I just, you know, like I said, there's really nothing to it other than what an interesting twist on a Skrull character, you know. I just thought that was kind of neat. So there again, you're talking about a couple of bucks, man. That's like playing penny slots, you know, in the comic book world. So the next couple of books here do have some Secret Invasion / Skrull related connection here. So this one's Secret Invasion Thor number 2. Cool cover, a little matte fraction action. This is first appearance of God Killer. It's a very powerful Super Skrull that was created to try to take down Thor. I just dig like Super Skrull stuff, man. That was when I was a kid and I saw like the Super Skrull with all the Fantastic Four powers. I was like, didn't even seem fair that was a thing. The next one is, this is Marvel Knights Spider-Man number 13. And what is Wolverine doing macking on MJ? Guess who's coming to dinner? This is the first appearance of Ethan Edwards. And Ethan Edwards' father was the creator of the original Super Skrull. And Ethan Edwards later became Virtue, a character named Virtue. But there again, I mean, you're talking about a couple of bucks. I don't know. You just never know. And I think like James Gunn has made it where it's fun to roll the dice on, you know, on some of these books, because, you know, who's the next Polka Dot Man? You know, you never know when they're going to pull somebody out of the, you know, that C-list, those C-list characters. You just never know. This one's really cool. Now, this is X-Men 95. First appearance of Fizz. And Fizz is a mutant Skrull. So I just thought that was kind of cool. That's a really interesting mix of characters. You've got the Skrulls, and he just happens to be a mutant as well. So that's he's got a connection to, you know, kind of both sides of it here. So I thought that was kind of neat. Next, this is a little Black Panther / Wakanda love here. Monster Hunters in the Marvel universe. It's just called Marvel Universe, I guess. But this one features the Monster Hunters. And that's the Monster Hunters right there. You've got like Dr. Druid, that is Ulysses Bloodstone, and the other character is Zawadi, and she is a Wakandan warrior who actually ate the heart-shaped herb to gain powers, and she was kind of, I guess, maybe kind of banished for that. But I was like, man, that's a cool character, and the fact that she's up, you know, right there with Ulysses Bloodstone, that was kind of neat. So yeah, again, not an expensive book, and you know, really, I just thought it was a cool character, and I like, when I was a kid, I collected first appearances a good bit. This one is interesting. This is kind of a mashup character. So this is Avengers Academy 12, and this is the first appearance of Sky Panther. So it's an alternate Earth, alternate universe, child of Storm and Black Panther, and she has the powers of Storm, very similar powers to Storm. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're doing a lot of stuff with those Wakandan characters. But yeah, I thought Sky Panther. That was another one of my deep dives on, hey, who are the kids of T'Challa? And you know, and of course we've got, you know, there's going to be another one at some point. And who knows, it might be, maybe it's, well, the in the movie, if you haven't seen this one, it's a bit of a spoiler, but you should have seen the movie by now. Ho ho ho, BLC, what's up, brother? How you doing? You going to Heroes Con this year, are you? We gonna see you again this year? That's, you talk about I've seen few comic book people get mobbed like this guy did walking around Heroes Con in Charlotte. Everybody knows him, and I was really in awe of it. I know, man. Wasn't that interesting to see, Marcus? That he was just like, people just drove. Oh, sweet, he's coming back. All right, we're gonna do round 2 this year, boys. Looks like we're gonna do round 2. I know. Crazy, man. Crazy. And dude has got a sweet collection too. So I know most of you are following Big Lion Cat, but if you're not, do yourself a favor. Got a sweet collection and does a lot of unboxings and submits stuff to CGC and does CGC unboxings. Just great, you know, great books. So that character he's also a T'Challa. In this one, first, the Exiles, we were talking about the Exiles, and there's Blink right in the midst of it, right there throwing the daggers. But this Black Panther's name, he's T'Chaka from Earth 1119, and that's his first appearance. This is a son of T'Challa, and I don't know. I was buying that. I mean, I was actually buying, like I said, I bought this a year ago, so I was actually buying this. I bought this a year ago, so this was before Black Panther, and before they said T'Challa is the name of the son. Toussaint T'Challa. Toussaint's his Haitian name. His name is T'Challa. So we'll see. But yeah, I was just went on this deep dive for like all the you know, all the characters the sons and daughters of the Black Panther. This is a cool book, and it's a variant. This is the premiere edition, the Avengers #1. Now this is actually so this is cover H. They did quite a few covers on this one. The difference, you may have seen this cover. The difference is it doesn't say Heroic Age at the top, that big banner. So you get to see a little more of the artwork. John Romita Jr. cover. This is also the first cameo of Azari, who first cameo here, first full in issue 8, I believe. And there's actually a couple of books for him, but yeah, first cameo. But I thought it'd be cool to have this variant version of this book. So, well, JR. Last book, and I got several copies of this, but amongst my deep dives, I also did oh boy, look at him laying down the gauntlet. Party in our room. Dude, we'll be you won't be able to drag Marcus away from that cigar bar with all those thanks, man. All right, brother. I appreciate you hanging out. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad we could make some connections, man. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for the support, buddy. Have a good one, and I will catch you later. Don't forget, Furbird the Nerd will be going live on Sunday. Well, check out he'll if you follow him on Instagram and YouTube now, you will get the you'll see his info. Ha! Well, you better bring a leather vest and not wear a shirt. Circumstances, because I think most of those guys are wearing leather vests and no shirts. Yeah, man. Good to see you, Ferd. All right, last book. I went on a little deep dive again, looking at Deadpool characters and a lot of these mercs for money. And I saw one that was kind of interesting, and I started looking. Yeah, you got to get beat in the parking lot of that abandoned mall that we were in, like 3-story mall with no stores. There was like 4 stores open in it. I felt like I was in Walking Dead walking through that place. So on that deep dive, I was like, who is this other Deadpool character? Because I saw like a group photo. That's true. They're probably Panthers fans, man. You better wear comic book related stuff or something. And I was like, who's this other Deadpool character in this photo? It was like a group photo of the mercs for money. When it was wild, man. It was crazy. It was so deserted. Really crazy. So I started doing some research, and I was like, oh, okay. So this is Deadpool number 3.1. And as you see on the cover, Tres Punto Uno. This that other Deadpool character I was talking about was the Deadpool of Mexico. His name is Massacre. It's not Deadpool in Mexico, it's Massacre. So I got these for super cheap, man. So I bought like 5 of them because I said, well, I don't know, man. Maybe you'll see all this timeline crap. Maybe you'll see some variants of Deadpool, and maybe Massacre will be one of them. But this entire issue is in Spanish. Now, I haven't opened them because these are in really good shape, and I didn't want to, but I'll probably try and check it out online. I took Spanish, but it's been years, so I'm not fluent enough. I just have to. I'll be like a kindergarten child just looking at the pictures in a book. But I just thought that was cool. The Massacre is one of the mercs for money, and a Deadpool variant. So him and Solo and Fool Killer, Slapstick is one of them. That was pretty wild. But guys, that's it. We did an hour. We hung out. We followed some other channels. Yeah, check out. Make sure you check out each other. I know it's good having Ferd in here. That was first time. We've just recently connected on Facebook and have been following each other on Instagram for a while. But good for y'all to make that connection and yeah, he's into all kind of stuff and cards as well. So you did some shopping there, I believe. Didn't you go with the wife one night to go shopping? You had to take care of the wife and kids, and I think your mother-in-law was with y'all too. And I think you did some shopping while you were there. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. Yes, sir, buddy. We will be in touch. I know. We will. Yeah, we need to check your schedule, man. I'll hit you up over the weekend or something, and we'll see. Brian LCS will be in person in South Carolina, so we're gonna go hang out and do something. We'll do something, I'm sure. Dude, that's nuts, man. That's I just don't. I try not to even look anymore because it's so. They I got flagged for one of my videos because I did an unboxing and actually had my my LCS guy there does pressing. So I said, well, I'm going to try them out. I'll send like $5. They press them, they drive them down to CGC, and so they make sure they do all that. And so I did the unboxing for the books when I got them back. And I wanted to give a shout out to the LCS. Actually, Tylox and Brian, I took y'all to this LCS. It's Cosmic Rays, which is a cool name for a comic book store. And so one of the guys at Cosmic Rays did the pressing for me. So I get it back. I put a link to their shop in my bio or in the description of the video because I wanted to shout them out and give them some business and all that stuff. And I got a notice a month ago saying that they had flagged that video because the website link was suspicious activity or something. And I'm like, I went to it. I was like, did somebody like hijack their website or something? And it wasn't. It was, I don't know what it was, but Google had flagged it. And so I just, it's like, whatever, man. You can't, I'm just going to start playing all of my favorite music. And just say, screw it. I'll just do my copyright dings and say the heck with it. Dude, that would be fun. That would be fun. Yeah. Yeah. Last time he didn't do breakfast with Brian when he was in town. So I got a couple of breakfast spots we could do if y'all want to set up the camera. We'd probably have to, people would wonder who we were. We'd have to sign autographs and stuff, but that'd be fine. That's fine. I don't know if Brian's ever had anybody else on Breakfast with Brian. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Yeah. Sweet. All right, guys. Yeah, I know. So I don't know what the deal is, man. It was bogus. I was trying to give them some business, get the word out on our LCSs. And of course, Tylox and Brian I took them there last time. So y'all, I appreciate you hanging out. We're a little over an hour. I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. Thank you so much for joining me and for bearing with me. I don't even post on Instagram a whole bunch. I do here and there. In person though, you've had in-person guests on Breakfast with Brian? Huh, I don't recall seeing it, but maybe so. We can figure that out. I mean, if it's in my town, I think Brian's the one with the most money, but if it's in my town, am I supposed to, since I'm technically hosting, do I have to pay? What's the proper etiquette on that? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I'm not opposed to picking up. Hey, we do it in person then. We do it in person. That would be a first. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. I'm trying to steadily work my way back in. So thanks for bearing with me, and thanks for sticking with me. And I appreciate all of you, and love what you do, and thank you for the support. Until next time, y'all take care, and I will see you around. Thanks a lot.